Hi, mamas! In today's episode, we will be talking about your identity loss and how to reconnect with your true self. Whether you're feeling lost or just looking for some inspiration, you're in the right place. So let's get started on the journey to rediscovering yourself and living a life that feels true to you. There is no need to be stuck in limbo, stuck in the I don't know who I am world. Let's get started. Do you feel like you've lost yourself in the role of being a mom? Are you struggling to find fulfillment outside of the daily grind? Do you find yourself questioning who you are anymore? Does your current life seem filled with other people's interests but nothing solely yours? Welcome to More Than Just Mama, where we help you take back your identity and find fulfillment beyond the roles of motherhood. I'm Christine, and each week we'll explore topics like self-discovery, personal growth, creativity, and balance to help you reconnect with who you truly are. On More Than Just Mama podcast, we address the common feelings of lost identity and explore ways and means of rediscovering what gives you joy. You'll gain insights into what your passions are and discover actionable steps to help you reconnect with who you are beyond motherhood. If you are ready to feel more fulfilled and reclaim your sense of self, stay tuned as these episodes guide you on that journey. It is hard to pinpoint the exact moment when I actually felt the loss. I just know that I woke up one day to realize that the real me was buried beneath all my roles. I'm sure there are many of you that are even in this exact spot. We start to relegate our interests and hobbies to the side the busier we get and the more involved we get with stuff. And we want to be a loving wife and a loving mother. Well, one day, my son had a play date with his grandmother, and my husband was out with friends, and I was home alone. Yay! I could relax and binge watch any show that I wanted. But you know what? After a while, that got old. Yes, I did appreciate my time alone, but there was something missing. It was purpose. What was I accomplishing? I was used to having a specific outcome for everything I did, that being a temporary woman of leisure felt like a waste of my time. And after several such hours over a period of several months, it felt routine. It felt like a routine. Did I do anything about it? I want to say yes. No. I just assumed that was because I was used to being busy. And all this time that I had in my hand was alien, I guess. Well, fast forward a few years, and I felt sort of dissatisfied. My son was busy with his stuff in the house. My husband was also busy with his stuff. And what did I have? Well, I could do housework or go to the store for things we didn't need or reread my books that I love for the 100th time. But these things didn't begin to fill that hole. Didn't hit me that I did not have my own special interest. Something that lights me up, lights that spark inside me, something I can call my own. But when did I lose that spark? How did I lose it? Do you find yourself in a similar situation? Do you know if you're experiencing what I did? So, how should you go about finding out? Where should you start? I want you to try two things to get started peeling those layers. The first one is journaling. Yay for journaling! I want you to take a moment to journal about who you are and whether you can identify your spark beneath all the layers of responsibility. Do you know what lights you up that you can claim as yours and yours alone? Why should you journal, and what emotions, interests, fears do you think it will reveal? Well, now is your chance to find out, because journaling is a great way to get your feelings down and also a great way to get those ideas flowing. If you're stuck with identifying what excites you, start journaling. The cool thing about that is that you can do it anytime, anywhere, for as much or as little time as you have. With journaling, you also don't have to worry about grammar, punctuation, not even the correct word flow. Because this journal is only yours. I mean, you could be keeping it to pass it down to your kids, but I would say you don't really need to worry about that. Not even the structure. Because this is about expressing what's going on and flowing from your mind, heart, and soul. There's something freeing about just writing down what comes to mind. It's even better when you give it a starting point or a direction. I believe everyone should give this a try at least once just to see what happens and how it benefits them. So if this is something you want to try to help you collect your thoughts, plus start your journey of self-discovery, start writing and let your thoughts and emotions free reign and see what comes of it. If you want to journal but you don't know where to start, I have a prompted journal that's linked down below. It's called Journal to Me for Mama Self-Discovery. It's linked below in the show notes, and I hope that this will be a great resource for you to get started. That's if you don't have anything that you need. I mean, have anything else to use for journaling. You can go ahead and get that. Now, the second way that I would suggest to start peeling off those layers, to peer beneath the layers, as you start to find out who the current you is to take advantage of any interests you may have. Of course, start small and with what makes sense and feasible based on your current situation. For example, I have always wanted to make sourdough bread, and I knew I needed a starter. Now, this journey started years ago with my looking at recipes and videos. And as you come to know me, you will realize I love to DIY a lot of things. So my heart was leaning towards making my own. But after watching some videos and reading recipes, I was so intimidated that I drew back from even trying. I would see people making or even talking about bread. I would see sourdough bread being sold in the store, and that bug will rear its tantalizing head again. But I would always hesitate. I would kind of veer away from it. I was like, I really want to learn how to make sourdough bread, but the starter is so complicated to do, and then it would stop there. Well, about 2 weeks ago, before this episode, I came upon a video from our Gabled Home channel, and the host Anya, shared a recipe, an easy starter recipe, and I was like, it can't be this easy. You notice I said 2 weeks ago. Of course, I dithered, and not just because I didn't have the correct flour, but because intimidation was trying to stop my excitement of the process. Now, if you find yourself still thinking of the same activity over and over again with no sign of wanting interest, then I would say go for it. So guess what? Today I made my sourdough starter, and you know what? That intimidating fear went away. Although it was replaced by, what if I fail? Will fear of failure stop me? No, because I have already started the process. And if for some reason this starter fails, will I end my sourdough journey here? Nope, because I not only got satisfaction from gathering my confidence to do it, but also because I know that I can do it again. What in your life has roused your curiosity and desire to try? Does it keep coming back? If so, I would encourage you to try it out. The worst that can happen is that it would not go the way you want it to. But the best that can happen is that you would have done it and you can check it off your interest list. Or why not keep it as a regular activity? Now, if you don't know what would interest you, and if you don't know how to start discovering your interests and passions, I would encourage you to get the prompted journal below. This journal workbook has prompts, verses, and quotes to start you thinking. I've also included some questions for each prompt if you find yourself in need of direction while you're journaling about each prompt. So mamas, I want you to do 2 things. Start journaling and also start actually doing those activities that interest you. Because knowing who we are is not a one and done process, but a continual one. So to be comfortable with who we are and to find excitement of life within the busy grind of motherhood, we need to periodically evaluate our lives and add to it what brightens our spark. So as we continue to journal and as we continue to pay attention to what excites us and going for it, even if it's just trying it one time, I would say we will be richer for it. And because we are expressing ourselves and awakening that spark in our lives, we would also be a greater benefit to our families and to our kids. And who knows, this will be a source of encouragement to them too, for them to pursue what excites them and to actually come along with you too and support you. So, mamas, time to roll up your sleeves for yourself. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you for joining me on More Than Just Mama. I hope you found today's episode insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing, subscribing, rating, and leaving a review. It really helps us reach more listeners who might benefit from our conversations. Don't forget to connect with us on Facebook and our website, revealedconfidence.com, for more updates and resources. And remember, you are more than just a mom. You are a creative, passionate individual with dreams to pursue. Until next time, take care and keep taking steps towards rediscovering your true self.